Welcome to another episode of South Asian Web TV. This is produced by Global Home Media in partnership with Toronto TV. The program is available on southasian.tv and has a direct web feed on two electronic monthlies, southasianoutlook.com and IndoCanadaOutlook.com. It's also available on TorontoTV.net. Your host today is Suresh Jara. Our guest today is Dr. Gagan Bhalla. He is based in Mississauga. He is a National Yoga Coordinator of Patanjali Yoga Samiti in Toronto. Dr. Bhalla is an Indo-Canadian orthodontist. He is based in Mississauga and is in practice for the last 13 years. Welcome to the show, Dr. Bhalla.
Thank you, Sureshji, for having me.
Dr. Bhalla, you were recently honored with an award by the Lions Club.
Yes.
Can you tell us something about that and what was the reason they gave you the award?
Yes, Sureshji, recently on February 16th, on 11th annual gala dinner for Lions Club, I had a little surprise on that night. I was not expecting this award. I was awarded a most prestigious award from Lions Club International Foundation, known as Melvin Jones Award, and that award is given on humanitarian grounds to a person who has dedicated the services for the people who are less fortunate and to show the compassion and generosity. So it's one of the highest award given to any lion in the world by International Lions Club Foundation. So I was really very happy and proud of it to receive that. As I said, it was a big surprise for me on Valentine's Day. So my wife and whole family and whole community was very happy and proud of it.
Have you been involved with the Lions Club for a long time?
Yes, Sureshji, I am a member of Lions Club, Mississauga Iron Mills Lions Club for last 7 years, and this year I am a vice president also.
I see. And what other activities in the field you have been involved with in the Lions Club?
There are many activities have been done over the period of 7 years. We basically, as you know, Lions Club is a charity club. We do a lot of charity events, raise the funds to support the local charities. For example, over the period of time, we have raised funds and done voluntary work for Food Path, for Trillium Health Foundation, for Credit Valley Hospital Foundation, for Dog for Guide. That is a big program, and we have done for the Sight First for Two. That's a international program. Lions Club have it to raise about $150 million throughout the world. That's what I was involved also last year to raise money to reach to the goal of $150 million in the world. That helps for the people, mainly for the eye problem throughout the world.
I see. Do they have some eye hospitals around, or
they don't have eye hospitals, but in the every country they usually have eye camps. They have the eye camps and free eye camps, and throughout the world, and especially in the countries where the people cannot afford it, the poverty is there, so they arrange the free eye camps there.
I see. And how does it really work to get this award? Like, you have to raise a certain amount of money to be able to do that, or what do you have to participate?
Yeah, as I said, this is based on the compassion the lion member shows, and generosity, and towards the people. Overall, your participation in fundraising activity and doing the charity. And those are the things they select the people based on those.
But there's no fixed limit, like you have to achieve a certain goal to be able to do
I'm not aware of it.
I see. What other activities you're involved in?
I'm an orthodontist as a profession. I have my own practice in Mississauga, and other activities, main activities, I am involved for last 1 year doing yoga, breathing exercises,
I see.
pranayam. We learned from Swami Ramdev ji, as you must have heard Swami Ramdev ji's name. He's a man of the masses of this century. That's what I call. He has given the whole world a new way to look, new way to live a happy, healthy, and heavenly life. And he has giving the shivers throughout the world. And as you know, Swamiji was here last October in Toronto, and it was a sold-out program. We had it for 6 days, and thousands of people attended, and we have to turn many hundreds of the people down. They were disappointed because they could not get the tickets. The program was so successful.
Was it his first trip to Canada or Toronto?
Yes, that was the first trip to Toronto. Swamiji came first time to Toronto, and he been to England, UK, USA. Last year, Swamiji gave 2 camps in New York, 3 camps: New York, New Jersey, and Chicago. Then he came to Toronto in October. And in England last year, Swamiji made a history by giving a pranayam session, introductory pranayam session in House of Commons, and that was a very prestigious moment for not for Swamiji only, but for all of
Indians
our
abroad.
Indians throughout the world.
Global
and
Indians.
Global Indians, you know, we feel proud of it that Swamiji has done that big achievement, you know. And Swamiji was here in United Nations, and he stood against poverty, and that was a very proud moment too, you know. And Swamiji has given me the responsibility of National Yoga Coordinator to give the momentum of yoga and pranayam to the Canadians, you know, to improve their well-being and health. Swamiji says that we have taken the work from the local aspect, but we should give it back to the community as health. So pranayam is very good for well-being, overall well-being of the people, and that's what my responsibility is, and I'm trying my best to spread the pranayam and yoga in Canada.
So have you done anything substantial since October when the Swamiji was here?
Yes, since October we have started many classes at this time in Metro Toronto area. There are about 11 classes, yoga classes are going on, and they all are free yoga classes, and they have been very helpful to many people, and I have personally experienced many friends and people who came to get the yoga classes and pranayam classes. They have been benefited in health wise. On a personal note, Sureshji, why we got involved with this huge mission, because this vision is so huge. Swamiji's vision is, his slogan is that good health is human beings' birthright, and that really impacted me. And Swamiji is doing, one man is doing it so much of work for the whole world. So we got involved, and each and everyone should do as much as we can to spread his vision, so everybody can achieve the good health. On a personal note, I would like to share with you that personally I got benefited at least for 3-4 things. I will tell you. I used to take 2 blood pressure medication. Now I take 1 tablet. I used to take a medication for asthma. I stopped it on doctor's advice for last 3 months now. And for cholesterol also I used to take medication, so I also stopped that on doctor's advice for last 3 months. And
how long you were on these medications?
I'm taking these medications for several years, you know.
I see.
And this was the first year, Sureshji, for my allergy season was very good, because every year I used to take some or other kind of medication for allergies. I have allergies since I was a young child. Then every year I used to suffer with allergies, and I used to take something or other to help me, but that used to make me drowsy and tired. But this was the first year in my life I did not take any medication for allergies. So it was a big thing.
So with 3 months you were able to control your blood pressure and cholesterol and allergies?
No.
With 3 months of practice you were able to
No,
do
I'm
that?
doing it since last April.
I
so
see.
It's about 11 months now.
How did you get involved in that before Swamiji came here?
Well, it was all started with our, basically again, my wife Uma. She heard it from one of our friends, and she was after me to get the Astha channel. So we got the Astha channel. First we got the DVD, and then we got the Astha channel that comes on ATN. So I think that is the biggest investment I made it for myself and my family to get the Astha. And we do pranayam every day in the morning. Swamiji's program comes every morning 5:30 to 8, and in the evening 7 to 8. So every single day we get up early in the morning, and me and my wife Uma both do pranayam in our family room in front of the TV with Swamiji. And we have taught our both of son Sean and Rohan. They also do pranayam, and they are getting benefited with that also.
So your experience since April was what led you to get involved in the Swamiji's visit here?
Well, after that, once we started doing pranayam at home since last April, then Swamiji's, we heard that Swamiji is coming to US in New York and New Jersey. So we went and attended the camp in New York in month of June and July last year. And at that time, we had a great impact with Swamiji's aura and personality. And he has so much of power and so much of wealth of knowledge, to give it to each and every one. And he has given it to millions of people, and millions of people have been benefited. So at that time, I decided to become a founder member of Patanjali Yoga Peeth, and we become a founder member there. And at that time, Swamiji also announced that he'll be coming to Toronto. So we also joined the whole gang here, and it was a privilege to be a part of that whole program.
How many days the program lasted?
It was for 6 days, and 6 days of 2.5 hour session in the morning from 6 to 8:30 in the morning. And the people were amazed, and people have enjoyed so much, and we got such a good feedback from that whole program, and it was amazing. And everybody requested to Swamiji to come back and have another session. This year Swamiji is coming again to North America. Swamiji will be having 4 camps. One is in Los Angeles in July, then again in Houston and Washington DC. These 3 camps will be in July, and one will be done in Vancouver. That will be in end of July and first week of August.
Is he coming to Toronto also?
Not this year.
I see. Now, based on what you have done so far, to a common man, to a layman like me, how would you explain pranayam?
Pranayam, Sureshji, like Swamiji explains, that yoga in West is considered as a exercise only, and
the asanas
are postures. So yoga is considered as exercise, or asanas are postures to make the body flexible and give little strength. But pranayam yoga has many aspects to it. Swamiji focuses mainly on 4 things: micro exercise or light exercise, yogic jogging, what Swamiji call, that's a kind of aerobic exercise, about 5 to 7 minutes if you do it. So Swamiji says that you can replace about 1 hour of your regular exercise in 7 minutes. Third is pranayam or breathing exercise, and 4th is asanas or postures. But there are as many asanas or posture exist in the world that as many of living organisms are there in the world. So it's not possible for us, each and everyone, to do that many asanas. So asanas can be selective for a person who has some specific problem, like for example for diabetes they have Mandukasana, you can do it, that is beneficial. For back there are 4 asanas, you can do it. But Swamiji says that main benefit you get from pranayam, that's 90% benefit you get from pranayam.
Then from the yoga
Then
exercises?
from other exercises. The rest 10% comes from the exercises. So 90% benefit is coming from pranayam or simple breathing exercises.
Now yoga has become very popular in the West. There's so many yoga schools, so many places where even they sell the particular garments that you have to wear to do yoga and all.
Right.
So how does pranayam and yoga relate to each other? What's the difference between what is happening in the West by commercialization of yoga and pranayam, which is almost free to anybody?
Right. Yoga, as we said that you said right that it has become more popular and it's a more business aspect, and they are trying to give you a flexibility and strength to the body. They are promoting more asanas and postures, But as Swamiji says that pranayam or breathing exercises is part of yoga. Yoga has many parts, as I discussed, but pranayam is the main part. It gives 90% benefit, and there are 7 exercises, 7 breathing exercises are there that pranayam will help you to do that. So if you do those 7 exercises every day, that will affect your body, mind and soul, whole thing, and that will give you, I can say that I have a different life. I have got a new life to live a healthy, happy and heavenly life. With pranayam, I got more energy, I am more efficient, and I am more productive. I can do more things in a day what I could have done before.
So all the 7 exercises you have to do together, or you can choose or decide which one you want to do, or how does it work?
Yes, in order to do that, we need 4 things. 4 things are important to understand. The method has to be right. The timing of pranayam has to be right. Your commitment has to be there to do it every day. Then you will get benefit. So once you have 3 things, the benefit will automatically come to you. Like I explained to you, I shared with you what benefit I got. I forgot to tell you, I also lost about 14 pounds of weight in last 10 months.
Just with the breathing exercises?
Just by doing pranayam only.
Diet
Pranayam
control?
and diet control has not changed. There is nothing has changed because we were always taking care of our diet because I had blood pressure and cholesterol. So we were seeing that diet is properly taken.
So with the same kind of diet, but
right.
In addition to that, you are doing breathing exercises.
Yes.
So that has given you the strength, the energy, and also loss of weight.
Right, and helped me in my health also.
I see.
And daily I get up in the morning, early morning, and sleep late. And before I used to take naps on weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to catch up with my tiredness and lethargy. But now I don't take any naps on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I see. What is planned for the next few months or years?
Well, in the near term, Sureshji, we have planned a teachers training. It's coming up next week. That is from 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th
March.
Of this month of March. Yes, we are very privileged to have the special teachers coming from England, and they'll be teaching and training the teachers in Toronto area. So we are hoping to have some teachers trained so they can go to a mainstream community and increase the number of classes. Like I said, at this time about 10-11 classes are going on. So our goal is to go and reach to the community and mainstream, so people can get benefited with the health. In the recent days, in this 2008, we have done some seminars, not only in Toronto area, but we were privileged to go to US also. Personally, me and my wife, Uma, we went to, in the beginning of the year, in January, we had 2 seminars in Detroit area. One was in Ford Motor Company. There is a Hindu association. They invited us, and we had in their international headquarters, we had a seminar on pranayama and yoga. And we did one seminar in Troy, Michigan, Bharatiya Temple. Then we are going tomorrow night, that is Friday night, to have a seminar in Buffalo. There is a Hindu Cultural Society Mandir. So Saturday morning, that is March 16th, we will have a seminar in Buffalo. So they have invited us to have the session. Now another program is coming up. There is a Gujarati Sammelan coming up on Sunday, March 23rd. So they have invited me to give a seminar and demonstration on pranayama to the Gujarati community. So that will be on Sunday, March 23rd. And then we have visited one intermediate school in Oakville, and we have another program set up coming up in Mississauga, one of the high school. They have invited us.
So is it only the Canadians or Americans of Indian origin who are getting involved in this, or is it something going beyond to the mainstream, as we call the Canadians or the Americans?
Right. The whole purpose is that we are going towards the mainstream, because as Swamiji says that we have gained a lot of things from the local population, right? So we have to give it back to the community and local population. How can we give it? There's the best wealth we can do it. Health is the first wealth. So we are trying to educate to the local mainstream people, and we have few people started coming to our classes to learn pranayama, and they are getting benefited. But it will take time. It's a little bit of education you have to give it, because a lot of people, they don't believe that how breathing will help to control or to modify their health. So that convincing I take it, and I try to explain, I relate art and science of yoga and pranayama, how science is behind pranayama or breathing exercises, how it's going to help, why it's going to help, and that I explain it to them. Once I explain in scientific way, they do understand and they start doing it.
So the scientific way, how would you explain very shortly?
Well, basically, Sureshji, that oxygen is life.
Right.
Without oxygen, you and I and this whole universe will not exist. That's what the Swamiji says, that oxygen is the biggest and strongest medication available to us, and it's free. Without oxygen, no life will exist.
Right.
So in a nutshell, and everybody knows it, that we need oxygen. And what happens with oxygen in cells? Each cells, there is a sugar in the cell in mitochondria. That oxygen goes to the mitochondria and fuses with sugar, and it gives energy. Have you seen? You must have lit a candle at home. If you put a glass over that candle, what will happen? In few seconds or in a minute, that light or energy will go away, will vanish. Why? Because there is no oxygen. So the same way, in a nutshell, if you say each cell of our body, there are billions of cells in the body, each cell of the body need oxygen to light the candle. And if that light is there, that cell will be energized, that cell will be effective, that cell will be doing its own job, what it's supposed to do it, so that organ will be healthy. If that organ can produce what it's supposed to produce, hormones, salt or chemicals, then that organ will be doing its job to optimum level, and the whole system of that organ, which is part of it, will be functioning well, then whole body will be doing well.
So that's a scientific explanation.
That's just a brief explanation. There is a lot involved in it, and I will sit down with you one day, and then I'll give you whole session, So it will take at least about, in the first session I explain and give demonstrations, so it takes about 1.5 to 2 hours, to explain well and do the things.
Are there any scientific studies done about this?
Yes, there are many scientific studies have been done in India, and the Swamiji is planning a big scientific research program in the month of June 2008 in Hardwar, and they'll be doing the studies on many diseases, and they'll be taking each disease about few patients, 10 patients, 20 patients of each disease, and they'll be doing a research in Hardwar, in-house. They'll be staying there, there'll be doctors, and they'll be doing the research on that, all the diseases.
So as a doctor yourself, by profession you are a doctor, you are convinced that what you are doing is the right thing, and anybody and everybody can benefit by this?
Yes, I am 110% convinced, and I'm for it, and there are enough evidence, there are enough. What else you want? I'm sitting in front of you, and I got benefited personally. My wife Uma, she has lost 23, 24 pounds of weight, and so much of energy you get it, so much of happiness you get it. The new way to life, live a life, you get it, and beside reaching to the level of concentration and meditation, you feel that you are here to do a special mission and to make to help the humanity, and that Swamiji's vision is, and we are very blessed and lucky to be a part of it.
So all of your family, your wife Uma, your sons Sean and Rohan, they're all involved in it?
Yes, me and my wife, both Sean and Rohan, they do it. They have been taught. They do it pranayam as much time they can get it from the school and other activities. But we try to, because Rohan is with us, Sean is away in university, and they have also taught to their friends, and they are showing it to their friends. So we are also encouraging the yogis and yoginis who come for the classes to bring their kids also, because it's beneficial for the kids. Because see, if you start younger, then prevention is better than cure.
That's right.
So if the kids start doing it, so think of it that if the organs, as we discussed, if the organs are healthy, they are producing all the hormones, salts and chemicals, then the diseases, what's happening because of the deficiency of these hormones, salt or chemicals, if the kids have the healthy organs, so they won't have these diseases once they get older.
Looking at Ontario where we live, and in Canada in general where we have free health insurance and everything else, the budgets are very high, very low, and the spending amount is lots in the hospitals, with the result some people who really need the surgery and other things don't get proper attention. So is it something that you are lobbying or making the Canadian government officials aware of what can be done to prevent diseases?
Right. So Suresh, you made a great point, and that is the whole thing. We have to work on it to bring into the mainstream and go to the government and convince them that these are going to help in so many diseases. For example, migraines. If you take one example of migraine, there are 2 million people in Canada only. It's a statistically proven 2 million people in Canada, they are suffering with migraine headache or tension headaches. Now 2 million people, they lose 1 year of work in 12 years.
I see.
In 12 years, they lose 1 year of work. They don't go to work. Now, if you think of it, even by doing pranayam, if 2 million people get benefited, those people will not go to the hospital. They will not go to the emergency room. They will not go to the walk-in clinics. They will not go to the doctor's office, right? So that will save the important work, important time for the doctors, nurses, hospital to take care of some emergencies, surgeries, accidents. So that way you involved it. Now personally, I know 2 people. We have trained one dentist. I got a phone call when I did the Swamiji's program in Great Valley Hospital, when Swamiji was here on 16th October 2007. 2 days later, I received a phone call from a dentist from Hamilton. He calls me that, Dr. Bala, I was there when you did the attended the Swamiji's program, and I need some help. I get migraine headache about 2 to 3 times a week, and it's very frustrating, and it affects my work, it affects my family life and day-to-day life. I said, give me time and you come over and we will help you and we'll train you. He came with his wife, and we had few sessions with him. We trained him. He used to come every Sunday from Hamilton to our place, attend the classes. Now he is one of the happiest person in the world. He used to take $18 a pill to help him for the migraine. He used to keep a pill in his pocket. 2 to 3 times a week he used to get headache. Now, after doing pranayam, at least in 6 weeks, within 5 to 6 weeks, he said he had headaches only 2 or 3 times.
So for the individual, it's not only healthy and heavenly life as you call it, but there's benefit of on the economy side also.
Yes.
For the government also,
Yes.
it's like they can save dollars and put it to a better use if they try to promote it or let it be promoted by people like you,
Right.
who I'm sure are doing it on a voluntary basis.
Yes. Yeah, Sureshji, you said right. It's all voluntary work. We are not charging any fees, or we don't charge for any classes. Anybody can come, and it's a free service to the humanity. And we are very fortunate to do this job, and that is the biggest service we can do for humanity, because the health is the first wealth. If the health is not well, then money is of no use. Now, second thing, like you said, that yes, we would like to reach it to the higher level, and people like yourself and media can help us to go to the government, where we can convince that how it can help to cut the cost on the health budget.
Thank you very much indeed. Can you give our viewers your telephone number and name where they can reach you?
Sure. Anybody can call us, and we'll be happy to help everyone, each and every one, of any question, or you want to come and visit the classes, and we will train you. If you have any problem, we'll be happy to connect to you. My phone number is 905-608-1993. Again, 905-608-1993. And we have 4 classes going on at our home in Mississauga. 2 for ladies in the morning, Tuesday and Friday morning, 9:15. 1 is on Wednesday evening. Whole family can come. Wednesday evening at 6:15. And another class is on Sunday morning, 7 o'clock, except first Sunday of the month. So these are the classes at our home. We are taking it, and they are all free. Everybody is welcome, and we'll be happy to help each and every one of you, whosoever need it, and we'll be happy to train you. And I appreciate you, Sureshji, giving me time and your thoughtfulness and your help. You are always helpful, and we want you and other media respected people to help us to take this beautiful thing of Swamiji to the next level.
Thank you very much. All the best to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.